Not in my business. I don't tell her how to run her business. I don't know anything about margaritas. And I don't know anything about being skinny. So I'm not going to tell anybody what to do with their skinny girl. So perhaps she shouldn't tell me what to do with mine.
If there's any time in my life that it's been more focused on my race, it's only once I started dating my husband. Then I started to understand what it was like to be treated like a black woman, because up until then I had been treated like a mixed woman.
So I'm thinking about this Meghan Markle shit show. She could fuck up a wet dream. She is a terrible, terrible business person, strategist.
Okay. Anybody else hear crickets?
In Atlanta, they'll just be, they don't get to a point. It's called, your weave is busted, your tracks, your this, your ratchet. Mention it all. Mention it all. They just yell insults to each other, so you never get anywhere. You have to like, you're ratchet because, and here's my proof, and therefore, so you can get somewhere. You don't beat someone's ass or rip out their weave, you're not, the ratings aren't going to be great. And you guys have the greatest ratings. So is there any of it sensationalized? This has to be provoked if in your real life you wouldn't have this kind of an argument.
Well, let me say this. First of all, that's not our brand, and you know that. Our show is #1 because we have universal stories, period. And our show is funny. We relate, we read people, we keep it moving. We're not a vicious group of people.
It's different for you and I. I'm an African-American woman. You get to walk around and be mediocre and you still get rewarded with things. We have to be exceptional to get anything in this business.
I don't think you have a brand. I don't think you have anything to show.
I worked in the White House. Get a grip.
You just seem quite defensive.
No, you had to go and get fact checkers because I remember
watching
that going.
But I meant it.
You're not walking in your own truth.
You are entitled.
And the truth is, 10 years later, I'm still sitting here. 10 years later, I want to see you here still, this show, Bethenny, a year from now. I hope so.
Completely get canceled last time I spoke to Markle. But the thing is, she's very much like a housewife in that she can't stop talking about the very thing that she wants to be irrelevant.
You have a Rewives podcast.
Right.
I said I thought it was kind of hypocritical of you because you've been trashing the Housewives publicly for the last 3 years to now go deep on the Housewives.
Well, no, I actually haven't been trashing the show. I've said it wasn't for me because I do think that it was toxic, and I'm entitled to not want to be there but still want to talk about it. I'm not trashing people on the show. What's funny is that it's more like...
Well, you called it boring, toxic,
no,
women against other women. I mean, you've...
No, I didn't call it boring. I've called it toxic, which I think it has gone into...
You called Roni Legacy boring.
And
I didn't see Roni Legacy.
On your TikTok, you said, my reaction is boring.
It's a long story, and it's very fucking boring.
And no one's ever done a recap show for Housewives.
Well, no one...
Oh, that was the other thing.
Yeah, how's yours different? Let's promote it. Let's promote it.
Well, I wasn't let go by Bravo.
Which time did you leave?
I left twice.
She left both times on her own.
Twice.
Okay, good.
Then have a welcome door to come back.
I got fired.
Right, and that's why you're so bitter.
Yeah, no, not bitter at all. No, I led in a better place.
Right, exactly. That's what they all say. Right, but...
No, I really did.
No,
I really did. Like, I'm happy.
You said it. You opened the door, baby. Don't come for this B unless you want to get shut.
I have no issue with you, Bethenny.
You just said...
And then I opened the door for you to promote it.
I didn't see it that way, but I appreciate
Wow, someone
it.
is so defensive.
Yeah.